Hey guys, thank you for joining us. This is our first episode of Ask the Contractor. I got my co-host here, Eddie Hayes. We are going to bring you guys some great content. Let's jump right in it. So check this out, Eddie. How long have you been in construction?
Well, not trying to tell my age, but I've started back in 1988, and my family history's always been in it. I got interested in it doing fire, water, damage restoration, and remodel. Bought into a franchise, and ever since then it panned out into new home construction, light commercial, and it's become a passion of mine. So I started out in being an electrical apprentice. So we did sound systems in grocery stores and whatnot, and became a very strong passion of mine, and to see the final product, and it went on from there.
Got you. Believe it or not, you brought me into construction. Like I tell a lot of people, I know you for so many years. I mean, when your baby boy was about 5 or 6.
Yep.
So, and I tell people I was cutting his hair,
Yes.
and you saw me in the barbershop, and you pretty much told me how I need to go in construction. Mm-hmm. And I share that with people because it's important to have a mentor. Oftentimes I say, that's my mentor, because you pour so much into me. A lot of people don't know what they see as a product is behind the scenes. There's an Eddie who has all the wisdom. I tell people have a lot of wisdom, humble, but a lot of wisdom is inside of there. And for that's how I pretty much got in construction, because of just your knowledge and understanding about construction, and just seeing something in me, and you saw that I can get out there and do it.
Yes, and it was through the mentors that entered into my life, that God brought to my life, that now are passed on, and I was able to learn through trial and error. And when you want to see someone grow, you have to share everything. Mm-hmm. So even the pitfalls, whereas, okay, you might want to try this a different way because you're dealing with different characters. And when you have different characters has different ideas. And it was a learning experience. And you can't do it by yourself. Nah. You have to have a team, of all that are vested under the same ideas. And that's how you make it work.
That's a great segue, man. What do you think, why is it important to have a team?
Well, 5 heads are always better than one, because through experience. So our experiences are testimonies, things that we've actually went through. So if the Lord places a vision in the visionary, he makes provision for those coming to make the team up, to be able to produce. And that's what happened. Lord gave us a vision. He gave you a vision on your own. He made provision to meet the vision.
Right.
To meet other visions for the creation and purpose of their own individual lives.
Right.
That we would never know. So that's where we give God the glory. Mm-hmm. For the purpose he has for our lives and our families' lives and everyone that we're connected to that we don't even know yet.
Where do you see Kingdom Builders, where we are now, and what do you think about us being in the future?
Kingdom Builders, the name, started off as the vision of being able to help and to undergird a lot of the smaller companies, sort of like Project Homestead back in the day. We brought families together. We built communities. We helped build churches, finding home ownership for low to minor income families. And I see Kingdom Builders doing the same thing. We're just picking up the baton and running from it. Back in the day, it stopped around 2005, and we're just trying to pick it up because there's such a need in our communities now We need to bring back these generations that we're losing. All the blighted areas, we need to bring it back to life as God has blessed us, and we're trying to give back.
Yeah, oftentimes I tell people, for us, it's not really just about the construction aspect of it. It really is a ministry.
Right.
For you and I mean, if you think about it, we not only do construction, but we are really impacting people's lives.
Yes.
I mean, it's funny because everywhere we go, especially when we're together, we see the impact that we have when we're talking to people.
Yes.
We know in this day and age, it's a lot of hurt and a lot of things that's going on. So even when we do a bathroom or if we're doing any type of renovation, we actually speak to the people and talk to them and then encourage them.
Yes.
And we could tell the difference. We know we're going to give them an excellent product.
Yes.
But also we know we're there for a purpose.
Yes.
And so I think that's one thing that Kingdom Builders Associates, I think that's something that we have that I think that's unique and particular about Kingdom Builders.
Yes.
And not to put nothing on other construction companies, but I think we know our purpose.
Yes.
We know it's not just about building the building, but building the people as well.
People as well as relationships.
There it goes. Your relationship.
We're trying to build relationships.
And how important is relationship?
Relationship is very important because it's personal.
Right.
It's personal, and we believe in family. And when you take part in a job that's very personal to you, that the passion comes out, that you want it just as nice as you would have it in your own house or in your mother's house.
Right.
It becomes personal, and people feel that because they're given the attention that they need to obtain the final outcome of the project is what their goal and their vision was.
Right. So that's why we try to go above and beyond.
Yes.
I know oftentimes, contractors get a bad negative stigma because they may not be on time or they like to slight the client and stuff like that. So we, I think, are trying to change that stigma.
Yes.
We're trying to go above and beyond, really trying to give people the education behind, even if we painting a wall, if we're doing a floor, even if we're doing a ceiling, whatever it is, we're not just doing the ceiling, we're educating the client too, so that, hey, this may be a better option.
Right.
You may not have to do the whole entire floor, maybe just this part.
Right.
So we're again, it's about, for us, it's about building the person as well, letting them know this is just not about construction.
Yes.
But we're here to educate, help, of course, get the product, make it excellent as possible.
Yes.
But in return, it's a ministry for us too.
Yes. And enjoy peace of mind.
Right.
And have the joy doing it.
Right.
So it's twofold, and it's building our future. Families. We went through the COVID where people were having to stay back in the houses, and now you're seeing your house, you're understanding your house. There's a value to your house. Every dollar you put in your house is valuable to you. So you're creating value, you're creating an education to the kids to see you take care of your stuff, you can preserve. We want to preserve our communities. That's how we were getting into blighted communities. We're bringing it back to life, the preserving of the communities, preserving of our youth, preserving of our people, per se.
No, that's good, man. Where do you see Kingdom Builders Associates as far as not just doing construction, but what else do you see us doing?
We see doing some counseling for home ownership.
That's
partnering with our community to see how we can make things more manageable, easy with these times coming, with a lot of things that are the city's doing now. Like, for instance, in the police department, how they introduced the drone system, which if you or I was to call 911 on a situation, they release drones up in the air to actually get to the site before the physical officer can get to the site. So all that's part of the technology you know, and learning your community and your environment. So we want to hold, in our facilities, we want to hold training for that. We want to train our kids to build a house, to do remodeling, to take care of our grandparents, you know, just give them hope and to give them a skill which they're not going to learn anywhere else. So we call it old school, but we're going to give them a skill. So back in the past, we've had the opportunity to work with B.J. Barnes and the City Council, a lot of the others. And what we did was we went into our prison system and we did kind of a work release where we trained some of the inmates that fell under the qualifications that can come out to build a house. And they were very proud to build a house. I mean, it was a good feeling. It changes the mind. We have to renew our stinking thinking, as I say, you know, and it changed the mind to feel like you're worth something, want to do something, and that helps. The police officers cut down crime, whether it be one person or whether it be 50 people. That's the part of the ministry. You know, a lot of people don't know how to do certain things. That's where all the minds that come together, whether it be office administration, building homes, remodeling, flooring, roofing, you know, it's the ideas versus sitting on a game system. If the kids like them game systems and PlayStations, you know, they could sure know how to operate a drone, which is our future. We're talking about our future, you know. So I see Kingdom Builders Associates, which we're building families, we're building teams, we're building different companies. That's where we're going. That's where our future is in our children.
No, that's a great point that you made, and you had me think about us partner with colleges. And instead, or even people and children in high school, let's say, because oftentimes nowadays I've noticed a lot of kids may not want to go to college, but they still need a trade, still need a skill.
Right.
And I think that's where we come in. We can, like you said, train them how to do electrical, plumbing, HVAC, all those necessary skills just for life. Imagine, Eddie, somebody in the 10th grade knowing how to do plumbing, or knowing how to do electrical, knowing how to do HVAC. It not only could save money in their parents, for their parents, but it give them a skill in life to even make money for themselves. You know, because everybody may not be cut out to go to school. But hey, they might want to go to have a skill. Man, what I was taught with this, even when I was young, my dad always said you need a skill. Because if you got a skill, no matter where you are, it's transferable, and you can pay the bills with a skill. Like it's funny, like I got skills to pay the bills because those skills will allow you to not only eat but build a future. I mean, I used to cut hair; it was a skill, and that skill allowed me to meet you. Then now I'm in construction. You see how it go?
That's what I was talking about. We're connected to so many people we don't even know.
Right?
You know, and it's that way through the gifting. We're giving gifts. Every person has a gift in them, whether it be talking, whether it be working with your hands, whether it be just a smile at the grocery store. To smile, you pay it forward. You hear a lot of people say pay it forward. A simple smile can do something to a person's heart. So it's through that spirit that we're feeling, and we're building communities, we're building family, we're building churches, that people congregate in churches. So you can teach them a little bit more. You know, they want to learn, and just don't know how to take the first steps of going about doing it. Whether fixing a bathroom that they don't quite have the finances for, whether designing, you know, what color schemes would work in this room. You know, it's a wide array of things that you can learn and do. So out of building a house, somebody might have a beauty salon that wants to get a color scheme. The electrician part of it is give me the lighting scheme. So it's all learning. It's all learning. And out of that, you might have someone doing weddings. This person does music, you know. So Kingdom Builders Associates, as we grow, you're fostering different businesses.
Right.
Because we might have a banquet or a function here that we need a band to play. You know, one of our contractors may have a little son or daughter that has a little band.
Wow.
You know, this is like painting a picture, trying to give you an idea of how big and how far it can go through the gifting and through the blessing of Christ. You know, he's blessed us. You know, we give back, and you give thanks, and you never forget where it came from. Where it came from. You give thanks at all times, you know, and you walk in harmony. You walk in peace. And you get me started.
No, you're funny. But, you know, I could think of real quick, man, just to kind of piggyback on what you said, even in the relationship piece, actually, I could think about, I'm sitting here on camera, it's kind of funny, you know, talking, but I really got my start actually even in just with my pastor, because the funny part is this. Actually, when I was at A&T, I think it was my, I'd say sophomore year. Mm-hmm. So my sophomore year, he actually used to bring me, we'll walk around and we'll go to people's houses, and I actually watch him knock on doors. And shout out to Pastor Barlow. But I actually watched him, and that actually gave me confidence to just kind of talk to people. Mm-hmm. So even before I even got in the barbershop, I was probably 19 years old, mm-hmm. watching him. And he's from New Jersey too. Mm-hmm. So y'all out there, y'all bold. Right. So I'm kind of, I'm like, wow, if he can go up there and knock on people's doors, he don't even know these people, you know, and talk about Christ and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's how you do it. So he kind of actually gave me the guidelines to how even to talk to people or how to stand in front of people. So pretty much what you see today is kind of, like you said, those relationships in the past that kind of girded you to be who you are today. Yes. So that could be like, I call him like a mentor as well, spiritual father, that kind of shifted me and showed me how to get in. So what you see me going knock on people's doors really started when I was 19. Yes. So it's not really, you know, it's kind of easy now because I've done it for so long. Right. And the foundation, you know, church and standing up in front, even the Easter speeches and stuff like that, you just never know how that ties into your future. Yeah.
So it's to your purpose.
Right, your purpose.
So we all have a purpose. We were given a purpose, and you know, that's it in a nutshell.
Right.
You know, like you get it from you start from your church.
Right.
Some people didn't go to church. Some people had a mentor out here on the baseball field.
Right.
So it really starts with love and respect.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. Everybody wants to feel respected, you know, in their own right. And that's how you draw the attention of the love. So the love is that spirit from the heart. It's like, wow, I can really deal with Kingdom Builders Associates, you know. It's like they really explain everything to me in the building structure. They walk through it with me just like this was my brother and my sister, you know, and I can appreciate that more. You know, I feel comfortable. The whole key is to feel comfortable. You know, we're humbled enough to know we don't know everything, but that's the part of getting the resources together. We have the resources to take care of any needs in the building construction industry. For that matter, going into the third world, doing the same thing. So the provision's already there, you know. We just asked, you know, that just consider us, consider the facts, and this is how we're going to grow. We're growing together. We're growing as one in body, you know, and you just home.
Oh yeah, definitely. So as you can see, Kingdom Builders is all about family. We know that we're better together. And that's the thing that we want to portray to people, letting them know we are better together.
Yes.
We can't do it by ourselves.
Can't do it by ourselves.
We need a team. We are a team. What they say, one band, one sound. That's who we are.
Yes.
I think this pretty much wraps the first episode, Eddie. I mean,
Okay.
any final words you like to say?
Let's build a community together. Be at peace. Let's make this a good year.
And there you have it, folks. This is Kewuan Brewington signing off with Kingdom Builders Associates. Like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on the next episode.